The world can be a dark and terrifying place, what with serial killers and psychopathic criminals and unsolved murders. Already overwhelmed with various crimes, we also must deal with missing persons cases, which sadly often end up unsolved or turn out to be horrific murder cases. Every year, countless people go missing without a trace. Some of these cases are eventually solved, but others remain a mystery, leaving families and friends with unanswered questions and a sense of unrelenting loss. In this video, we will explore 10 of the scariest unsolved missing person cases that have kept investigators and loved ones baffled for years. Number 10 is the disappearance of Johnny Gosch. In 1982, 12-year-old Johnny Gosch left home before dawn to do his usual paper route in Des Moines, Iowa. A neighbor reported that he was seen speaking to man at some point in the morning, but didn't hear what was being said. Later, Johnny's parents began receiving calls from more neighbors saying their papers hadn't been delivered, and Johnny's wagon full of newspapers was found abandoned 2 blocks from his home. His panicked parents called the police, but due to the customary 3-day waiting period, they didn't immediately investigate, and Johnny was never found. However, in 1984, another Des Moines paperboy, Eugene Martin, disappeared under similar circumstances. Sensationally, Gosch's mother later claimed that she had received twisted photos of bound and gagged children that were left on her doorstep. She even claimed that Johnny had returned to her for one night as an adult with a man she had never met before. Number 9 is the disappearance of Brandon Lawson. The disappearance of Brandon Lawson is a mysterious case that has puzzled investigators and fascinated true crime enthusiasts since 2013. On the night of August 8, 2013, 26-year-old Brandon Lawson was driving with his girlfriend and their children when their truck ran out of gas on a rural highway in Texas. Brandon left the truck to walk to the nearest gas station, but he made a frantic 911 call saying he needed help and that he was in the middle of a field. The call was difficult to understand due to poor reception and Brandon's panicked state, but he said that he had run into someone and that he needed the police. He also said, "I'm bleeding, and I ran into the woods," before the call abruptly ended. There are many theories about what may have happened to Brandon. Some people believe that he was abducted by someone who saw him walking along the highway. Others speculate that he may have been injured or disoriented and wandered off into the woods where he died from exposure or other causes. Some even believe that he faked his own disappearance, possibly due to drug or legal issues. The case remains open, and investigators continue to pursue any leads that may help solve the mystery of Brandon Lawson's disappearance. Number 8 is the disappearance of Maura Murray. Maura Murray was a 21-year-old college student who disappeared on February 9, 2004, after crashing her car on a rural road in Haverhill, New Hampshire. When the police arrived on the scene, Maura was gone, and she had not been seen or heard from since. The case has been marked by several strange and mysterious elements, including reports of Maura's erratic behavior leading up to her disappearance and the discovery of a rag in the tailpipe of her car. Despite extensive search efforts and a massive investigation, no conclusive evidence has been found to explain Maura's disappearance. The case remains open, and there are many theories about what may have happened to Maura, including foul play, suicide, and running away. The case has gained national attention and has been the subject of several true crime documentaries and podcasts. Number 7 is the disappearance of Brianna Maitland. Brianna Maitland was a 17-year-old girl who disappeared on March 19, 2004 in Montgomery, Vermont. She was last seen leaving her job at the Black Lantern Inn at around 11:30 p.m., driving her car. Her car was later found abandoned in a parking lot about a mile away from her work with the headlights on and the windshield wipers up, but Brianna was nowhere to be found. Some people believe that she may have been a victim of foul play, while others think that she may have left voluntarily. There have been several reported sightings of Brianna over the years, but none of them have been confirmed. Number 6 is the disappearance of Bryce Laspisa. Bryce Laspisa was a 19-year-old college student who disappeared on August 30, 2013, while driving home to visit his family in Laguna Niguel, California. He was last seen driving his SUV in the early morning hours, and his vehicle was found overturned and abandoned in a remote area later that day. Bryce's personal belongings, including his phone and wallet, were found inside the vehicle, but there was no sign of him. The case remains unsolved, and there are many theories about what may have happened to Bryce, including foul play, drug use, and mental health issues. Number 5 is the disappearance of Bobby Dunbar. On August 23, 1912, 4-year-old Bobby Dunbar and his family took a trip to a nearby lake. While the family was playing in the lake, Bobby vanished. 8 months later, in the next state over, a handyman was located travelling with a young boy who matched the description of Bobby. The man claimed that the boy was actually Bruce Anderson, the son of a woman who worked for his family. He claimed that his mother, Julie Anderson, willingly granted him custody. Julie Anderson came forward to back up these claims. Despite the claims, the handyman was arrested for the abduction of Bobby Dunbar, and the family identified the boy as their son, 2 mothers claiming the same boy to be their son. Decades later, in 1999, Margaret Dunbar's father gave her a photo album containing newspaper clippings about her grandfather, Bobby Dunbar's disappearance. Suddenly, Margaret became obsessed with her family history. She made her father, Bob Dunbar Jr., take a DNA test. 1 month later, Margaret got a call from the lab concluding that her grandfather was in fact Bruce Anderson. The boy raised as Bobby Dunbar married, had 4 children and died at an old age. The real Bobby Dunbar has never been found. Number 4 is the disappearance of Tara Calico. Tara Calico was a 19-year-old woman who disappeared on September 20th, 1988, while on a bike ride near her home in Belen, New Mexico. A year later, a Polaroid photo was discovered in a convenience store parking lot in Florida, which showed Tara and an unidentified young boy, both bound and gagged in the back of a van. Despite a massive search effort and investigation, Tara has never been found. The Polaroid photo led to many theories about what may have happened to Tara, including kidnapping, human trafficking, and even murder. Some people believe that she may have been targeted because of her mother's involvement in a high-profile legal case, while others think that the photo may have been staged or faked. Despite the lack of conclusive evidence, the case remains open and Tara's family continues to search for answers. The Polaroid photo is still considered a crucial piece of evidence in the case, and investigators are still actively working on identifying the young boy and the van in the photo. Number 3 is the disappearance of Jason Jolkowski. Jason Jolkowski was a 19-year-old man who disappeared on June 13, 2001 in Omaha, Nebraska. He was last seen outside his home, waiting for a ride to his job at a local restaurant. However, his ride never arrived and Jason was never seen or heard from again. Despite a massive search effort and investigation, no trace of Jason has ever been found. The case remains unsolved, and there are few leads or clues to follow. Some people believe that he may have been the victim of foul play, while others think that he may have run away or had an accident. Jason's disappearance has become a well-known cold case, and his family continues to search for answers. The case has been featured in several true crime documentaries and podcasts, and investigators are still actively working on the case. Number 2 is the disappearance of the Sodder children. The Sodder children were 5 siblings who disappeared in the early hours of December 24, 1945, from their family home in Fayetteville, West Virginia. The Sodder family escaped a fire that destroyed their home, but their 5 children, aged between 5 and 14, were believed to have perished in the flames. However, no remains were found in the ashes, and there were many inconsistencies and strange occurrences surrounding the case, including reports of sightings of the children after the fire. Despite a decades-long investigation, no conclusive evidence has been found to explain the children's disappearance. The case remains unsolved, and there are many theories about what may have happened to the Sodder children, including abduction and murder. Number 1 is the disappearance of the Beaumont children. The Beaumont children were 3 siblings, Jane, Anna and Grant, who disappeared on January 26, 1966, in Glenelg Beach, South Australia. The children had gone to the beach without their parents' knowledge and were last seen buying snacks at a local shop. Despite a massive search effort, no trace of the children was ever found. The case captured national attention and became one of Australia's most infamous and enduring cold cases. Over the years, there have been many leads and sightings, but none have led to the discovery of the children. The case has been marked by several false leads and bizarre theories, including alleged sightings of the children in the years following their disappearance. The disappearances of these 10 individuals remain unsolved, and their families continue to search for answers. These cases serve as a reminder of the importance of ongoing investigations and the need for continued support for families of missing persons. Thanks for watching our video. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating topics. And if you have any thoughts or comments on this video, let us know in the comments below. See you next time.